how to make iced coffee at home, 5 recipes. Hello, my name is Jersey. If you stay to the end, I will tell you how you can get the printable PDF recipe and you won't have to take notes. Let's get started. But first, I'd like to do a quick recap of the last 2 videos of the different milk mixtures. This one, as you can see, nice and thick. This was the one, the DIY sweetened condensed milk in 12 ounces of half and half. This one was the DIY sweetened condensed milk that we made on the last video. 12 ounces of heavy cream. You can see how nice and thick that is. This one is the one that the majority of people, I believe, on the internet, this is what they're making, is the 1 can of sweetened condensed milk and 1 can of evaporated milk. To me, that's very watery. Today, the recipe will be for 16 ounce, but you can definitely make it bigger, which I usually do. I usually stretch it to 18 to 20 ounces when I make mine. First one we're going to make is the iced Americano. We'll be using one of the Starbucks, either one, it doesn't really matter. Since this is a rich one, I'm going to use the blonde roast Starbucks. For this recipe, you'll need 2 teaspoons. I don't make it rounded because this is a very strong drink of an instant coffee. 1 to 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm going to make this for my husband. He likes only 1 tablespoon of sugar. And 1 tablespoon of very cold water. I like to use my chopstick and just give it a stir so there's no dry powder on the bottom. And then I will whip it with my aerator. Nice and thick so it won't fall out of the jar. And it's as simple as adding ice cubes and filling it with water. I like to add the ice cubes first so the water doesn't splash. I want really nice cold water. Give it a nice stir. In less than a minute, you have a beautiful frothy iced Americano. And this foam, hours later, will still be there. Really good drink. And there you have that one. This next one is the iced Mocha instant coffee drink. This one will use the medium roast, 2 teaspoons. No sugar. I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of cacao powder. Now you can use something like Nestle Quick or something. It will be more sweeter. I prefer the cacao powder. 1 tablespoon of ice cold water. Now when you use the cacao powder, you might like a tablespoon of sugar. It might be too bitter. I like it this way. Aerate it or froth it. And as you see, nice and thick. It's not going anywhere. And to this, we're going to add 1/2 cup of one of the sweetened milk syrups. That's why you don't really have to add the sugar. For this one, I'm going to use the one I made with heavy cream. We're going to add that simple sweet milk. This one's made with the DIY sweetened condensed milk and heavy cream. But you can use whatever sweet milk you want to make. And we're going to go back and we're going to aerate it again. And again, thick. It's not going anywhere. This is my favorite, one of my favorites. We're going to add the ice cubes and then the water so it doesn't splash. When I make this for myself, I stretch it to 18 to 20 ounces. Give it a stir. Next we'll do the latte. 2 teaspoons of instant coffee. Optional if you want to add sugar. I'm going to add 1 since we're only adding 1/4 cup of sweet simple milk. 1 tablespoon of iced water. Give that a stir with my chopstick. We're going to aerate it. Again, nice and thick. We need 1/4 cup, and this time we'll use the half and half and homemade sweetened condensed milk. Notice how thick this is, also like the heavy cream and the homemade DIY sweetened condensed milk. Go back and aerate it, nice and thick. Now you can, I like to go ahead and add half the water now and then aerate it again. Then you can add your ice. Then more water. Next is the iced vanilla instant coffee. 2 teaspoons. 1 tablespoon iced water. We're going to add a 1/4 cup of sweet simple milk. I'm using the one that I've never used before. This is a can of sweetened condensed milk with the evaporated milk. Mix it up again. This is a 1/2 cup of our homemade vanilla ice cream. I'll leave the link to show you how we make this from raw milk and cream, no eggs. But you can use any vanilla ice cream that you like. We're going to mix it again until the ice cream is melted. Add ice and very cold filtered water. Give it a stir. So you need to warm it up for like 30 seconds in the microwave. Or you can buy the squeeze bottle, either one of the toppings. Is caramel instant coffee drink. 2 teaspoons instant coffee. 1 tablespoon iced water. I like to give it a stir. Aerate it. 1 to 2 tablespoons. And we need a 1/4 cup of sweetened milk, sweetened condensed milk with 1/2 and 1/2. I'm going to mix it well, aerate it. Add ice cubes and ice water and stir it well. Add a bamboo top with a glass straw and you are good to go. And this is what I usually do. I store them in the refrigerator. I pre-make about 5 or 6 of them. A couple of them I'll even put in the freezer and let them thaw out in the morning. But I always have these on hand and I never make one at a time. So I'm going to go through these and show you how great they are 5 days later. And this is the iced mocha instant drink. It's still really thick, really nice. And this is the iced vanilla instant coffee drink. And I usually add some whip on these if they sit in the refrigerator a day or 2. Latte instant coffee drink, still really nice. Caramel instant coffee drink. And my husband's iced Americano. Out of all the syrups I have used, hands down are the ones that I made my DIY sweetened condensed milk, either with 1/2 and 1/2 or heavy cream. I was not a fan of the sweetened condensed milk store-bought added with the evaporated milk. That's just my opinion. There you have it. Thank you if you stayed to the end of the video. Look down below. You can print the recipe right here. You don't have to leave the site. Drop a comment on your thoughts or suggestions. Hit the thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't done so also. And this is Jersey saying have an awesome day.